Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth from the Community Library, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the resources we have available at the library for local family history. So I'm going to be focusing a lot on Kenosha and the towns and villages in Kenosha County, and these are things that we have available at the library. So it'll be a quick overview just to give you an idea of what we have. So when you start doing some research, you can look in the right places. So first things first, I wanted to show our website here. I'm on the online databases section, and you can see here we have all of our online resources, but what I really wanted to highlight is Ancestry Library Edition, which I've talked about a little bit, and also Access Newspaper Archive. So Access Newspaper Archive is a great resource if you're looking for articles from Kenosha newspapers. So these are going to be like historical Kenosha newspapers. So if we go to Kenosha here, on this database they have all of digitized issues of the newspapers. Depending on which one you're looking for, you can just search in all newspapers, or you can pick a specific paper itself if you know what year you're looking for. So that's one great resource. I also wanted to mention, if you've ever been to Salem, our Salem branch, right behind the help desk, there is a reference section, and we do have a few local histories of towns and villages that are available to look at in library. So there are reference books about history. So these are just in our catalog, some of them. We have a history of Bristol, Silver Lake, Twin Lakes. Let's see, there's more here. Wheatland, things about Badger High School, and they're all available, like I said, behind the reference desk. And these are just like books that tell you about the history of the town. So if you know your family comes from around here in the area, it can be helpful to look at like a history of Wheatland to get some context for what their lives were like. In addition, we have, through the Kenosha County Library System, we have a digital archive. So the web address is just digitalarchive.mykcls.info. And when you go here, you'll see this. It's kind of strange when you look at it. It's hard to kind of navigate. But what this is just a digital archive of local history items that we have in the library. So if we go to browse collections here, you can kind of get an idea of what we have. So there's some yearbooks that have been digitized or scanned. There's some videos of the history of Kenosha County, and more yearbooks. And we also have some different things about Western Kenosha County specifically, which can be helpful if you're looking outside of the city of Kenosha. So just as an example, I will click on one of these just to show you what it looks like when you see something you want to look at. So this is the collection, the Western Kenosha County, Wisconsin History. And then in this collection, there's different items. So let's see, here there is something about the Highway 50 project in along I-94. And like I said, it can be kind of confusing when you're looking this. So this is the title, but if you want to see the actual item that's been digitized, you can go down to Files and just click on the file, and it will take you to a PDF of what's been scanned. And a lot of these are actually pretty large, like probably 50 to 100 pages, depending on the item and the collection that it's in. But it can be fun just to kind of see what we have in this little archive, because there are some gems that are hiding in here. I'll just let it load just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this one's really big. It's 200 pages. Let's see, let it load for a second here. Okay, so you'll see each scan comes with a cover page, so that has the title and then the different contexts. So pages 1 to 218 have different clippings, and 219 to 242 has a different kind of collection. But if we go, it's mostly just scans of different items that we have in the library, but now they're digitized in this archive. So like I said, it can be kind of confusing when you first start looking at it, but you can always take some time to explore it and see what's there. I also wanted to mention the Kenosha Public Library's webpage. They have their website is mykpl.info, and they have a specific page for genealogy and local history. So they have links to different organizations and local resources that I'm going to talk about here. And they also talk about their different digital collections, as well as what files they have available at the Kenosha Public Library. So Southwest is going to be where you want to look if you're looking for different news clippings or microfilms. That's where they have those at Southwest. And they also tell you where you can find city directories, county histories, and different census. So that can be a great place to start if you're looking for Kenosha resources. So I did also want to mention for Kenosha history, UWParkside has the Archives and Area Research Center. So they're currently closed to in-person, but they have a lot of digital collections as well as resources for local history. And they'll give you different tips for finding records. And what you can also do, I'll go back here. If you know that you are looking for something that they have, you can submit a research request. So that means one of the librarians at the research center will look it up for you and make a copy and then send it to you for a fee. So this is really helpful. I'd recently used this for my second great grandfather's naturalization papers because I had the index card, but I didn't have the actual naturalization papers. And I knew they were in Kenosha because that's where he lived when he was naturalized. And so I was able to submit a research request, and they were able to find it and then email me the PDF. So that can be really helpful since they're close to in person, they're able to still look things up for you that way. And if we go back, I did want to show the digital collections they have. So even though they're closed right now, you can still look at all of these digital collections that they have. So they have different plat maps, aviation history, lots of fun stuff you can explore without going into the research center. So it's a really invaluable resource in our area. And lastly, for Kenosha, I wanted to mention the Kenosha History Center. So this is in Kenosha, obviously. And they do have a physical building in Kenosha, but online they also have digitized collections. So they have Kenosha County plat maps, which can be helpful if you're looking at different land ownership of your family. And they have digitized images, which you can also look at. And that's kenoshahistorycenter.org. And then finally, I wanted to talk about just some wider state things. Even though this was kind of a local focus, it's always good to see what's available for the state overall. So in Wisconsin, we all have access to BadgerLink. So this is the Wisconsin residents. It provides you with different databases that you can use for research and all that kind of fun stuff. So the website is just badgerlink.dpi.wi.gov. And this, like I said, is available to anyone in Wisconsin. So when you go to this website, you can just scroll down a little bit, and they actually have a category just for genealogy, which is great for us. So here they have the different databases you can use. So Archive of Wisconsin Newspapers is a great one if you're looking for obituaries or different news articles. And they also have links to Heritage Quest Online, which is kind of like Ancestry, but it does have some different resources. And they also have a link to newspapers.com library edition. So you might have used newspapers.com. It's actually owned by Ancestry, but through BadgerLink, we are able to access some of the collections free of charge through this. So they also have some family history records. And yeah, so that's just a great resource too if you're looking for broader Wisconsin topics. And so that is all I had for today. Thank you for watching.